Where was Peaky Blinders? The Immortal Man filmed? Complete guide to all filming locations and other production details. Peaky Blinders. The Immortal Man is a continuation of the story behind one of the most well-known crime families in Britain that moves from the small screen to the big screen. The movie not only brings back characters that the audience has bonded with, but also develops into a grand scale, both in terms of story and visuals, through well-selected filming sites throughout England. The film roots itself in the heritage of the TV show that initially presented to the world Thomas Shelby's story and his climb through the underworld, as well as the political circles of Birmingham. Peaky Blinders. The Immortal Man was filmed across England, including St. Helens, Pilkington Glass, Manchester's Castlefield, Bradford's Little Germany, and additional waterway scenes at ABP Ghoul, combining multiple locations to recreate its period setting. Peaky Blinders. The Immortal Man was shot at various locations in England. Each location helped the film to portray the period details and get the right atmosphere for the film, as per a report by CN Traveller, published on March 9, 2026. One of the main filming sites was Pilkington Glass in St. Helens, which was transformed into a huge warehouse for the major part of the film. The warehouse is the place where a big plot involving counterfeit money comes to the fore. The interior was joined by exterior scenes shot at ABP Ghoul. Richard Hill, who is the supervising location manager, mentioned that the sequence involved mixing different locations so as to show the scale and visual continuity of the story. Castlefield in Manchester is another key location for the movie, especially Castle Street, which was the location for the Garrison pub exterior. The street scenes were shot in Manchester, however, the Garrison interior was done in Birmingham, where the series was originally made, thus preserving continuity. The movie also used Little Germany in Bradford, which is a cultural heritage area famous for its period architecture. This spot was featured as bomb-stricken streets to be consistent with the film's setting during the war. The film crew reportedly shut down the area for a couple of days to shoot these scenes, getting complete control over the location and the historical accuracy. Read more. John Krasinski announces A Quiet Place Part 3's July 2027 debut with new and returning cast Peaky Blinders. The Immortal Man is a cinematic piece helmed by Tom Harper with the screenplay penned by Stephen Knight. It is a direct sequel to the original TV show. The movie depicts Thomas Shelby's character, who is starting a new chapter in his life, while the story takes place during the period when the UK was at war. One of its main themes is the unveiling of Nazi plans to cripple the British economy by flooding it with fake money. At the same time, the city of Birmingham is subjected to aerial bombings. The leading role in the movie is played by Cillian Murphy, who portrays Thomas Shelby. He is shown to be living a somewhat secluded existence, emotionally wounded by the death of a loved one, yet highly aware of the major events happening around him. Coming back to the screens are Sophie Rundle as Ada Thorne, Ned Dennehy as Charlie Strong, Packy Lee as Johnny Dogs, and Ian Peck as Curly. Stephen Graham also makes a comeback on screen as Hayden Stagg. The story also features a number of new characters. Rebecca Ferguson is cast in the innovative roles of Colo and Zelda, who are identical twins deeply intertwined with the main storyline. Other additions to the cast include Tim Roth as John Beckett, Jay Lycurgo as Elijah, and Barry Keoghan as Erasmus Duke Shelby. Read more. Minions and Monsters reveals star-studded new and returning cast. All confirmed actors so far. The premiere of Peaky Blinders, The Immortal Man, took place in Birmingham, followed by a theatrical release on March 6, 2026, and its streaming debut on Netflix on March 20th, 2026. Quick links.